experts, Dr. Aliza Pressman, Jenny Anderson, and Rebecca Winthrop. We wanted to hear some of your parenting questions. And our first question is, Dear Drew, from Nicole in Pennsylvania, it's, my kids are 21 and 14, so I'm struggling with how to be emotionally involved in my children's life after they don't need me any longer, and they're both at an age where they don't want me to be involved now. So what do you have to say to her?
I mean, the issues, what I'm wondering is, like, that's a lot of our work to do. You know, like, how do I get my adult child to feel emotionally connected is on us to sort of be prepared for this transition to someone who's there to love them and support them, but we're no longer the advice givers and the rule makers. And for the 14-year-olds, they're supposed to be sort of push-pulling away. And again, it's like you transition from being a dog parent to a cat, like a little bit more aloof.
The other thing that works is seeing what they're doing that they enjoy and doing it with them. So I play a lot of frickin' Minecraft. And he's teaching me. He frickin' loves to spend time with me because he is the teacher. And I'm like, I can't, my guy isn't moving. The zombie is coming. Like, so, you know, just finding spaces that they're enjoying that you can sit alongside them.
So meet them where they're at in their interests and see if you can find your inroad there. That's great advice. All right, we have another question from Paula in Alabama. Why can two children come from the same parents and one be Satan's administrative assistant and the other one be calm with no horns? I love this question so much. My two girls are really different than each other. So what is your thoughts on that question?
I mean, I like to think of it like the researchers have talked about temperament as orchids, dandelions, and tulips. When you think about it, an orchid, a dandelion, and a tulip all need sunlight, water, and soil, but a dandelion's growing through the cracks of the sidewalk, whereas an orchid, you really need to pay attention to more specific sunlight, water, and soil in order for them to thrive. So when we pay attention to the type of temperament our child has, we can give them the more sort of curated support. And for the majority of kids, for those dandelions, like, just a love, boundaries, and some, you know, sprinkle of that sunlight, water, and soil, they're good to go. But if you have a different kind of kid, like an orchid, or was it devil with horns? Not to compare those two things.
I think it was Satan's assistant. Satan's assistant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, just know, like, this is a beautiful thing. It's why nobody's boring. Like, there are just so many different flowers to choose from.
And they also change so much, right?
Yeah.
Like, so when my girls were little, I had one who was so compliant. She followed all the rules. She did anything I wanted. I thought I was like superwoman mom. Like, I had this nailed, like, see me go. And my next one comes along, and I'm not going to call her Satan's assistant, but I'm going to say she was a challenge. She challenged me in many ways. And now that they're older, it's the compliant one that I'm a little more worried about. And it's the one who's forceful and, like, just blazing her way that I'm less worried about. So sometimes in the moment, the thing you love so much, because it's making it easier for you, might not be the thing that's, like, easy in the long run. So it does change over time a bit.
It does.
Okay, this is so good. Okay, it is so nice to go from lost and unknowing to here's people that know. I get to learn from, and we all can learn from. So thank you for being those North Stars for everyone. And the entire studio audience is going to go home with the 5 principles of parenting and the disengaged teen. Thank you for writing it all down.